I always record these calls, so if you can't get on live, we will always have them available, in our file section. But it is good to get on live because you get to see each other's faces, kind of have that like live experience, and then you can always ask questions. So I prefer you guys get on live whenever possible, but I understand it's not always, sometimes you might have stuff that comes up that you can't always do that. So, all right. First of all, welcome, welcome, welcome. Have some new faces on the call, and I'm so excited that you are here. We have so much awesome stuff coming your way. We're going to have a Blitz night tomorrow night. So we're going to be having a Blitz at, what time are we going to do that, Britt? Did we decide? 6? Did we say 6?
Well, do we ever plan things? Do it. What is tomorrow?
Wednesday. 6? Did we say 6? I think we said 6 p.m. Okay.
Do we know what we're doing?
Yeah. So I know. Sorry. We're after coming off of Summit, we're like, we need to run and do everything, but it takes time obviously to plan, and haven't had time. So all right. So tomorrow night, I need you to mark this on your calendars. We're gonna have a Blitz night. So it's gonna be at 6:00 p.m. Make the time to do it. I know it's kind of right around dinner. And I really apologize for that. If you don't know, life has been hectic for me, crazy, lots of changes. So I'm working with a little bit of a different schedule right now, and I have to make it conducive to when I'm with my kids and things like that. So I can be a little flexible, but like I said, I gotta really put them as my priority. So 6:00 Blitz night. So what that will be, we will also record it, but we're going to do a live Blitz. So we'll do something like this, but we'll also have it as an event. So I'll create an event. We'll be in the event page. We'll be posting in there and also doing a live call here. So we're going to, basically what the Blitz is, it's kind of like a power hour, but we're going to literally be like crazy. We're going to be talking about, coaching and things like that. We will have a coach opportunity call. So we're going to be inviting to that as well. Coach opportunity call will be on Thursday night at 9. Okay. So the Blitz is your opportunity to get out there and do as much as you can, invite as much as you can during that time. And then our coach opportunity call will be at 9 on Thursday. Any questions? Ready, babe? What's up? Yeah. Say that again.
This Thursday?
Yes. And I know you can't do that, right? Are you traveling?
No, I'm not going to go until Friday, so I can't even go.
Okay, cool. All right, so yes, Thursday at 9. So this is Team Cup month, right? So, and I know the majority of you are on Cup teams, which is so awesome. I'm so excited for that because this is the 1 month out of every quarter where it's go time. It's we are all in, balls to the wall, no excuses, we're doing this. So this is your opportunity as a coach to really step your game up. And I know that, we're not salespeople, and I don't want you guys to think oh my gosh, I have to focus on selling and don't get in that mindset. Still, please don't get in the mindset. This mindset is, I'm going to help as many people as possible this month. And the best opportunity that we have right now is the Country Heat because it's brand new, it's right off the shelves, and truthfully, this program is for anybody. So this is your opportunity to reach other people that at one point might have been I don't like working out. Guess what? You don't have to like working out. You can do this program, see results, and success with the program that you're not ever going to feel like you're working out with. So it's a perfect opportunity to target people that you might not have in the past. So remember Country Heat, it is on sale this month. We'll post a list. I don't know, I think Kyle posted a list of everything that was on sale this month. Yeah. That was like a little ways back, but it is in our coaching group. You can see everything that's on sale. There's a lot of programs, so utilize it. They are setting us up for a fantastic month. I want you guys to meet with your Team Cup teams. So, get together, do a Zoom call like this, and talk about your goals. And I said it in our call, my little live video I did before, but something that really stuck out to me, I was just having a conversation with my friend Jacqueline, and she was like, yeah, like I was a brand new coach, and my upline coach, basically, like I got on a Team Cup, didn't really know what I was doing, but she told me that I was going to be hitting Success Club 30. Like that was what I had to do. And, she didn't have any other option. Like that's what she was doing. She was just going to hit Success Club 30. And she didn't meet that goal, but she came pretty dang close. She was at like 25 or 26 or something. And, I just feel like so many times we sell ourselves short because we're like, oh, we're just going to get by like with Success Club 5 or 6. Like we're just going to help 3 people this month. And like, guys, there are so many people out there that need our help. Just helping 3 people a month isn't enough. Like you should be able to help 1 person every single day of the month. Like there shouldn't be an excuse on that. There just shouldn't. If you're consistent in your behaviors, you're consistently talking and inviting people, showing that you care about them, showing that you want to get to know them, that you really truly care, like you want to help them, there's no excuse not to do it. So get with your team and don't set these little measly goals. Like push yourself, push the envelope, because there are people out there that need you and they're just waiting for you to invite them. So be that person. Don't let them slip by, because if you don't invite them, somebody else will, and it's a missed opportunity for you. So this is your month. This is your time to get together, push yourselves, and meet some crazy goals that maybe you never thought possible. So with that said, I also want to talk real quick about Super Saturday. If you're not signed up to go to a Super Saturday, make it a point to get to one. It is so important to get to a Super Saturday. These events will push your business. They will help you grow. They will build connections that will last a lifetime. And I promise you, you don't want to miss it. One thing as a coach, that the best thing as a coach that I started off right off the bat was Super Saturday. I was a coach for a couple of weeks, and we had a Super Saturday coming up, and I was like, okay, we're going. Like I didn't think it was an option. Yes.
Hey, so I tried to sign up to go to the Philadelphia one.
Yeah.
And it won't even let me get tickets because I guess Autumn's going to be there and Carl. So it's super sold out. So what do you do in that case?
You can maybe contact them directly. Do you know who's running it?
Philly Market Council. I
Yeah.
can get their contact.
Yeah. I was going to say, or look for another one that's closer, like one in New Jersey, or you can always come and see me.
There should be, I think there's one in Atlantic City.
Yeah, there should be another one that's close. So I would check into that as well. Yeah, Amanda's giving you some information there in the chat box. Seegert, is that what you said? Amanda, other Amanda. But yeah, so there's other options. I mean, yeah, this time around there are like Autumn and Carl are like at 3 or 4 different ones this time. So some of them are like packed out. So like Amanda, she is a new coach, so she didn't know better. But try not to procrastinate on getting these tickets because you don't want to miss it. So, and yes, Brittany is going to be speaking at the Boston one, which is so fantastic. I'm so proud of her. And our team's just doing awesome stuff, and I'm so excited. So, but yeah, try and get to one. You won't regret it. Bring a friend. You don't have to be a coach to go. Bring a couple people with you. It's a great opportunity to present to somebody that might be interested. So don't forget about that as well. All right, so moving on. I don't think there's any other announcements. Are there any other announcements that I'm missing? No? Okay. Well, keep an eye out. Some actual summit recordings will be up on our Coach Online office soon. It's not up yet, but keep an eye out because you will want to carve out some time to listen to them. I promise you. They're so invaluable. You have to do it. So we are just going to talk a little bit tonight about our own experience, about, what some of these coaches were brand new to Summit this year. So we just want to give you a little bit of a briefing on it, what it was like, and, a couple of different things that we learned along the way. So, Steph, I'm going to hand it over to you first.
I'm going to talk about the importance of getting to these events. This is my second summit, and I feel like I took the biggest takeaway from this summit than I did last year because last year I had a lot going on. But this year, the content, the overall experience was amazing. I felt like I was more focused on taking it all in and just being around the team. I think that's another great point to get to events because you get to connect with all of your different team members that you don't know outside of Zoom calls. So I think it's awesome to connect with different team members, and then you can connect and network with other different members on the Dream Team. We had that meet and greet, so you can chat with other coaches in the Dream Team. And there was, I don't remember who mentioned it, but she was saying this was her first time to Summit, and she didn't know if she could connect with anybody, and she didn't really know anybody. So she went to one of the workouts, and she actually ended up meeting somebody that was going through the exact same situation that she was. So it made her experience a little bit better. So it's important to get to these kinds of things. So you never know who you're going to run into. You never know who you're going to meet. You just create this bond and this passion to want to help people with your team members, and you guys can collaborate and come up with great ideas. And we were in the Silver Track Hall C, and Megan Ewood, I think it's Eve Woodson, and her Success Club partner, Carrie Leggett, they were saying how they run their team together. They do everything together. And maybe if you went to an event, you could find your Success Club partners who can help you and push you and balance out your weaknesses, and you can help them with their weaknesses, and you can just create this powerhouse business. And the workouts, that's just awesome. You can work out with all of these celebrity trainers. It's amazing. The super workout has to definitely be my favorite. You're surrounded by 25,000 people. You're all sweating, but you're all there for the same thing, to do something better with your life and just change your life. And honestly, I love it. It's my favorite part of the whole thing, minus being with you guys. But honestly, it was just an overall experience, and to see how many people's lives are changed, and to see that person or the two people that won the $100,000, it doesn't happen overnight. And just to see them and meet them in person and have a conversation with them, to see wow, this is not some quick fix. This is real life, and it's taking forever, or it's taking a long period of time. But honestly, we're doing a great thing here, and we're changing people's lives, and it's amazing. I can't I don't know, just get to events because they're awesome, and they make you have like this burning desire to want to go out and just help everybody. So.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Let's go to Kelly. Now, this was Kelly's first time, so she's going to talk about, along those lines, what it was like being a newer coach going through something.
Hi, everybody. So like Amy said, it was my first experience, my first summit, and I can't even find a word to explain how awesome it was. I mean, it was emotional. It was amazing seeing, obviously, our team members, and I got to meet Amanda and Stephanie for the first time, as well as other people that are not on the call right now. I guess my biggest takeaway was being at that opening and closing ceremony and seeing those thousands of people there for the same reason that you are there, to help people, to help themselves. And it was just mind-blowing. I mean, you just sit there and take it all in, and you see all these people, and you see the people on stage celebrating their success. It was amazing. I also got to connect with 3 other members of our team that I had never met before. We had shared stories and really got to know each other. Felt like we had been friends forever. And we decided that we are going to be in a success partners in a group. We are going to be doing Zoom calls every week to push each other. I think that was just such a connection for me personally, because I've been kind of stuck and not really pushing as much as I should be, and I think that these 3 girls would help me a lot. Like Stephanie said, all the trainings were amazing, really good information, and overall it was awesome, and I cannot wait to go again next year.
Awesome. Thank you, Kelly. One thing I just want to touch on too, that I remember that was like kind of a aha moment when I went for the first time, and I would assume that everybody else here would agree with me, whether their first time was last year or this year, but it like really opens your eyes, because I think sometimes we like view a coach in a certain way, and we're like, oh, well, we have to be this way to be successful. Like, we have to look a certain way to be successful, or, and it's like coaching is your own thing. Like, you as yourself are the perfect coach. Like, you don't have to fit a certain mold. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to dress a certain way. You don't have to, be like prim and proper, or like, no, like everybody creates their own thing. And it's so cool to see, because like you see people walking across the stage and you're like, they're the fitness coach. Like, what? Like, they're in the Millionaires Club? What? Like, they're walking with the Pokemon hat and jeans across the stage. Like, how are they in the Millionaires Club? And it's like, it's mind-blowing. And it just like, it gives me chills, because it just enforces the fact that like you can be you and rock this business. You don't have to fit into a mold. You don't have to look a certain way, dress a certain way. You can be unapologetically you and just be a total rock star. So that was something that my first summit like hit me like a ton of bricks, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I've been putting people in boxes thinking I'm not going to talk to them because I don't think they're going to be a coach. Like, hello. No, if you look at the top 10 even, they're so different from each other that like, don't ever put people in a box, because and don't think that they might not be interested or they wouldn't be good at this, because you're stealing away that person's abilities of creating this dream and this amazing thing for themselves. So don't do that to people. It's not a good thing. And, you being you is perfectly good enough. So, all right. So thank you, Kelly. All right, Kyle. He is going to talk a little bit about, specifically about one of the speakers we had, who is Gary Vaynerchuk, who is so incredible and successful. So,
and if you don't know who the hell he is, I'm posting his name right now. Take 2 minutes and go follow or like his page. Do it. It's right here in the link. Dude's a badass.
All right, Kyle, your turn.
All right, I'm going to couple quotes. To want something big or not, put in the work doesn't exist. So you got to put in the work. If you want something big, you got to put in the work. The single biggest reason that the majority of the coaches will not be successful is the lack of patience. Like Stephanie said earlier, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. Okay? Just because you're not going to hit a goal after 1 month, 6 months, doesn't mean you're going to quit. You got to work hard in this business. While other people are sleeping, we grind. I posted one of his things the other day in the Fields and Fit page. It's so true. He's so truthful and blunt, and it's simply amazing. You can't quit on yourself. If you want, any successful business takes a long time to be successful. Look at Walmart or, McDonald's. They didn't be successful overnight. It took hard work. And that's what we need to do for us as coaches. We need to work hard and not give up after a month or 2 months or 3 months or a year, just because things aren't going your way. Eventually you'll get to where you want to be. Who cares if it takes that long time? You're still doing the most important thing is helping people, helping others. And that's our major goal in this business, is to help others live a happier, healthier, fulfilling lifestyle. You know what I mean? So, it's not all about the rank advancement, the numbers game. Yeah, yes, you want to make some money. I get it. So do I. But if you fall short of your goal, don't give up. Keep pushing. Keep working hard. Until you hit it. Don't give up on yourself. Again, follow that guy. Since the day they mentioned him that he was going to be a speaker, I was looking forward to it. And, it just blew my mind. And I just can't stop thinking about it. And like last year was my first summit too, and I think this year blew it out of the water. My vision is so clear right now. I'm ready to run. I'm still on a summit high. I'm still exhausted. I'm ready to go to bed right now, but I'm still here talking to you guys because I'm going to do this shit. I'm doing this. And, I already told Kelly my goal for next year, how many people on my team are coming with me, and that's it, So don't give up. Have patience. And just work hard. Work hard. There's too many lazy people in this United States. They get by with doing little work. But you know what? You work hard now, later you won't have to. So bust your ass now while other people are sleeping, or, when people aren't willing to do the work, we're going to do the work. Do it now. That's all I got, Amy. I'm just fired up. I'm fired up. So,
Awesome.
Just being there with all you guys at Summit and bringing Kelly with me, we're about to hit the ground running. So,
Yeah. I'm so excited.
That's all I got.
Awesome. So I'm just going to add to that just a few things. So, yeah, patience is huge. So many times we get frustrated because we're like, oh my gosh, I've been in this for 6 months and I'm only making X amount of money. Or I've been in this for a year and I'm only at, 1 star or whatever it is. Well, okay, there's people in the business that are crazy, right? There's people in the business that, like Melanie, skyrocketed to the top. She, makes millions of dollars, whatever. But Listen, that's not the norm. And on top of it, what we're building here, like Kyle said, number one, we're helping people. That is like the most important thing. We're helping change lives. Number two, though, this business is something that will continue to build and build and build and build. And if you're patient and you don't give up, it's going to give you a lifestyle that you never dreamed of. I mean, the majority of us are like under 35. So like, let's think about that for a second, right? We're so stinking young. Like we have so much left in our life and so much left ahead of us that if we just stay consistent, we do the vital behaviors, we're doing what we need to every single day, it's going to compound and compound and compound. And, by the time we're 40, we're not going to be working in, a dead-end job that paid us crap money. We're not going to be, working underneath somebody else that tells us when we're working, how we're working, when we take vacations. Like, we have an opportunity to be patient, continue to do the work, and live a life that other people will never have, because we are sacrificing now, because we are doing the things now that other people are not willing to do. So we will be able to live a life that they will never be able to live. So you need to think long term. You cannot say that, I'm not in this for the long haul. Guys, this is a long haul. Like, yeah, you might have early success. You might not. But what I will tell you, that if you stay consistent, that you do the things that you need to be doing and you don't give up, it will all pay off. Even though you might have days where you're like, oh my gosh, like I can't get anybody to, sign up, or, if you stay consistent, you continue to help people, and that's where your mind stays, it will pay off. And you will be in the long haul, which means you are going to be successful in the long haul too. So already get it in your head. I want you to write this down. I am in this for the long haul. Write it down, guys. There's no plan B. This is it. This is it. This is your thing. This is what you're going to do. This is plan A, and there's no plan B. So on those days where it's hard, on those days where you feel like you don't want to do it anyways, because this is your plan A. There's nothing else. You have to have both feet in. You can't have one foot in, one foot out. Feel like doing it one day, feel like doing it one week, and not feel like doing it the next week. Keep both of your feet in. Guys, this business doesn't take much. It's a simple business. It's about consistency and patience. It really is. And one other thing that Gary talked about that stood out to me was you have to be willing to change, okay? Because our world is ever changing. Social media is ever changing. Be willing to change. Don't get stuck in a certain way and say, well, this is what I was told is going to work and this is what I'm doing. Because if you're not willing to change, willing to mold, willing to, form yourself in a different way and work in a different way, you're going to miss the mark, and you're going to miss out on new opportunities that could skyrocket your business, far ahead. So be willing to change. And sometimes, guys, change is painful. Like, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it's painful, and you're going to resist it. But continue to walk in that direction, whether it's hard or not. Something so silly for me, which I'm going to be starting tomorrow morning, is getting up at 5 a.m. Now, I don't have to get up at 5 a.m. I'm my own boss, right? I can sleep in until my kids sleep in, and that's just what I could do. But I'm going to treat this like a business. I'm going to make my own hours, and what that means to me is I also get to make the most of my hours with my kids. So I'm getting up before they're up. I'm going to work my tail off, get my workout in, and do as much as I possibly can before they are up in the morning. Then I'm done working until later in the day when they are either sitting at lunch or taking naps, and then I'm going to check in. Then I will not be working at all until they go to bed, because I'm my own boss, and I get to make my own hours and I get to create this lifestyle. So it's not going to be something that is going to be easy for me because I don't like getting up at 5. I don't like having to lose sleep. I don't like the fact that, I have to get organized because I'm really disorganized. And I'm like a fly by the seat of my pants person. And I know that if I'm going to be in this for the business and I want to get paid like a business, then I need to treat it that way. And, if I did have a boss, he would say, Amy, you have to be in at this time. This is, what you have to get done. This is the things I need to know for this next year. And so if I want to be successful at this, that's what I need to do. And it's painful. It's painful thinking about it. So it might sound so easy because organization comes easy to you. But for somebody like me who, I'm an artsy person, so I'm like, I'll just do it when I get to it. I'll just figure that out. And, I'll just, just figure it out as I go. That's who I am. I need to force a change. And so it's going to get uncomfortable, but I got to do it. So be willing to change even though it's going to be uncomfortable and it might hurt a little bit.
Hey, can I add something real quick about social media?
Yeah, sure.
Guys, you need to be on every social media platform there is. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, maybe Twitter, Pinterest. And when she said everything's changing, boom, today Instagram now has Snapchat feature. So that's changing too. Now you can snap on Instagram. So get on those platforms. That's important.
Yeah, so now I'm just correcting you a little bit. Don't get on every single platform.
Well, I know.
But get on the most popular ones, yes.
Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, Snapchat is up and coming. It's something that it's already started, but it's getting big, and it's getting big in a way that it can rock your business because it's showing real life. It's showing real time, and people want to see that. And you get to be you. It's not always just business. It's an awesome way to show your business and what you do. But it also, you get to put your own personality in there, It's it doesn't always have to be crafted, and it doesn't always have to be this, lengthy text. It's boom, 2 seconds, I got to see what they're doing, oh, she's funny, or, oh, oh my gosh, I love that outfit. And, oh, wow, she's an health and fitness coach. Wow, whoa, look at that workout. That looks awesome. So it's 15 seconds. You get instantly get to know that person. So get on Snapchat. It's huge. And then, you can tie it into your other social medias, Facebook, Instagram. Those are ways to kind of transfer followers and just be talking about it. So, be up on the latest and greatest things. All right, Amanda.
Hey, one really more quick thing about Snapchat. And I actually was listening my entire drive up to and back from Summit. I was listening to Gary Vaynerchuk, all of his podcasts and stuff. So he actually said, He actually said something about Snapchat that I actually started implementing immediately in the car as I was driving. He said that it's a great way for people in these businesses to connect with their customers. So what he said to do, which I've actually already had good results with, is tell people that they can ask you a question on Snapchat. So, hey, can I eat this? Whatever. Send me a quick video. Hey, Amanda, can I eat this? What colors is this? And I can look, see exactly what they're eating, and then personally respond directly to them. Yep. So it makes it more of this one-on-one instead of seeing words on the screen is fine. You can send anybody a Facebook Messenger message, but when you snap them, they know it's not scripted. Right. They know you're personally talking to them and directing them directly so that this way they feel that you actually took that time to care enough to respond to their messages. And it is really working. So I always say, add me to Snapchat, ask me questions. And I get all kinds of questions.
I love that.
That's something you could do.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm gonna add on to that little piece there. But in the Facebook version, that's also a really great thing to do on Facebook. When you message people, send them a voice memo or whatever it's called in there, because when the more live it seems, the better. So, like Amanda was saying, you see their face, like you're seeing each other's faces, and it's like a real conversation, like what we're doing right now. Like all of a sudden, oh my gosh, like she spent the time to like do that and talk to me. Like that's awesome. And same thing goes for Facebook. Now it doesn't have the live video, but they can hear your voice. And so, it's like and it's truthfully, like it's easier to talk once you get it than message, like spend the time to text it out, like, or type it out. Like just speak from your heart. Just talk who you are. Like they can hear your inflection. They can hear your excitement. They can see your excitement. They get to know you. So utilize that stuff. The more personalized you can make these things, the better it will be. Thank you for that. All right, let's see. Who else was going to talk? Brett, you want to talk about what your takeaways were?
Excellent. So, this is my second summit, and it's so surreal, guys, because something that is really resonated with me, the fact that I had one coach come with me last year, I had 5 this year. Next year, 10, 15, whatever. So it's a progression. It's slow. A lot of people get frustrated with the time it takes to build this business, and they don't see themselves on that stage. They can't see themselves being successful. But that's half the problem. I knew last year when I went to Summit, I was like, I'm going to be walking next year. I'm going to be walking on that field. I'm going to be walking across that stage, something like I'm going to make this happen. And I have never since given up or let my foot off the gas. I've fallen off. I failed, but I'm feeling forward. I've never given up. I've never quit. I didn't just disappear. I show up every single day. Is it perfect? No. Something I have to work on, like Amy said, she's kind of a freak. We're both kind of, and that's why we're like, we'd be a lot more further, we'd be much further now if we weren't like, la, 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 squirrel, la, we're super unorganized. That's something we have to change. We have to both be more consistent. We don't show up every day at the same time. It's just a fact. Like we don't, like I don't, and she doesn't either. Like I'll just let you know she doesn't either. But that's why we work so well together, because we're the same. We're like squirrels, shiny things. Oh my God, what did you find the picture? Oh, look at this. Like, but we have to change that. But something that we do have is consistently showing up, no matter what's going in our life, no matter how much of a wreck both of our lives have been, which they both have been pretty bad recently even. We show up every single day because we have that vision. We both share the same vision. I knew I was going to be walking on that field. Granted, I wanted to be an elite coach, and I wasn't, but that's okay because I'm going to be this year. I'm not going to give up. So it's just about failing forward and keep going. How much like my team has grown. Like, half our house was my team, and I was like, I had a moment where I was just kind of like, holy shit, like this, sorry, Amy, holy crap, like this is like I just like came downstairs and like everybody was kind of talking, and I had this like full circle moment. I was just like I had so many tears just because I just can't believe how much I've grown since last year. And then I get really excited because I can't wait to see what next year's going to be like, But you just have to have that vision. If you're saying that you can't do this, if you see our posts or you see other top coaches posts or whatever, and you think that you can't, then unfortunately you're right. You can't. But if you want it and you can see yourself, like literally just start acting like you're already doing it. You're already, Amanda Bradecki, ladies and gentlemen. She stole the seat covers. She stole all of the seat covers. And she's like, this is going to be me next year. I'm walking across that stage. But she like sees it. She got all, show them. She's got
Millionaires Club, because I'm going to be in the Millionaires Club.
She's been a coach for 40 days, guys.
Team Cup champions. We're generally going to be Team Cup champions. Success Club 5.
I am that. That's why I took that.
Legend. But yeah, we're going to be this.
I already
We're also going to be 10 legends and elite coaches. We're going to be all of those things next year.
But she has that vision. She was walking when we were walking off the field. the last night she was like, thank you everybody, I'll see you next year. But she's acting like she already is, and she believes it. She truly believes it within her soul, and so do I. And that's all you need. You don't need to be 100% great at Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. You don't have to have the perfect cover photo or the perfect pictures. You just have to keep going and keep learning and just believe you're going to get there someday. And you're going to have that full circle moment when you turn around and you're in a summit house with 13 people and half of those 13 people are yours. You're going to be like none of these, like Amy, I'm sure she has this all the time. Like none of us would be here if it wasn't for her. Like that's huge. Like all of our lives have been impacted so greatly by Amy. Let's just say that for a second, right? None of us would be here without her. We are all here because of her. And I had that same moment. It was a smaller moment than she had, because, I'm little baby, I'm growing a little bit. But like, I looked around and I was like, holy crap, half these people wouldn't be here if I quit. And you have to have that mindset. You're doing this for the people that you're going to help. You're doing this for the life that you want to live. But it's never going to happen if you quit showing up. And that's the biggest thing I took away, because I sat in these workshops and I was like sponge. But something I didn't do last year was I took notes last year. I had notebooks full of notes and I was like, right, but I got home and I didn't do anything with them. This year, I uploaded the document into the file section. I retyped all my notes that I took, and I'm going to start implementing things. I labeled things 1 to 5. Some things that number 1 I have to do immediately. The further down the number goes, I don't necessarily have to do them right now. Like we're going to implement the blitz. We're going to implement all these kind of things to help you guys grow your businesses as well. But you got to implement what you learn. And I think that's another huge takeaway that I took. And it's something that I'm doing different this year. Because like I said, last year I had a notebook full of notes. I don't know where the hell it is. I couldn't tell you one thing that was in it because I didn't do anything with it. But now I went through my notebook. I soaked it all in. I took note of what I have to do. I made a to-do list from that notebook, and I typed up those notes and I shared it with everyone. So you guys can, use it and take away your things too. But you have to use the information. It's out there. I think another thing that the biggest thing that Gary Vaynerchuk was like, that his like whole theme song about this, about his presentation was, there's the answer to everything. And he's like, I'm going to give it to you. Are you ready? And he's like, write this down. He's like, GOOGLE. Freaking Google it. And everyone was like cracking up, but he's so right. Don't think that you don't know the answer to something. If you have a question, guaranteed somebody's answered it before. So don't wait for your friend to answer. Don't wait for your upline coach to answer. Don't you Google it, for real. Like a lot of the things that I do, a lot of people are like, wow, how'd you learn how to do that? I Googled it. I YouTubed it. Everything is on YouTube. There's success that you want in this business. There's success with the social media platform. There's a question about a program or a product or a person or how to invite or how to recruit. Dude, Google it and YouTube it. Everything is on YouTube. Everything. I learned how to iron my shirts on YouTube. For real, because I didn't know how to iron. I had to, when I got a professional big girl job, I didn't freaking know how to iron clothes. I taught myself how to iron on YouTube. It's the same shit. You just have to, same crap. I'm Amy. I'm like Amy's a black sheep outcast. But if I walked in a church, I'd burn. But it's okay. She loves me. But, it's true. Everything, you can teach yourself everything. You just have to have the mindset that you're awesome. You're going to do this. And you have to open your mind up to being like, okay, so I can do this. I know I can do this, but how am I going to do this? And you can.
Mm-hmm. And with that whole thing, one of the things that I heard in one of the, I purposely went to a different track than Brittany so that we could get 2 different takes on everything. So we purposely went to 2 different tracks. So I was in the grand ballroom, and one of the things that they said about looking up stuff is that you're going to have coaches ask you questions.
Jesus loves you,
and they're going to ask you these questions, and you want to be that super coach and give them all the answers. But you're doing I didn't really click to me until I heard it, but you're doing a really big disservice to your coach if you give them the answer. Because while they go and look for the answer, they're going to learn 5 more things. And if they didn't go to search for that answer on their own, they wouldn't have learned those 5 extra things that maybe could be a bit changer for their business. So letting them go find the answer on their own maybe lead them in the right direction of where to find the answer, show them the frequent asked questions, give them Google's address, you know, but like you're gonna help them more by letting them find it on their own than just giving them the answer.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean we don't love you. That doesn't mean, like, if you ask Amy a question, she never answers you, or she tells you to look it up. That's not her being mean. That's just her teaching you how to be resourceful, because you're your own business owner. It's not Amy's responsibility to earn your Success Club points. It's not my responsibility for my coaches to earn their Success Club points and rank advance. You have to want this for yourself. Know that we're here to support you, but we're here to help you be your own CEO. And I think that's like the whole theme song of Summit. Like, you're the CEO, and we're going to teach you how to be the CEO. But you just have to show up. You know, think about $1 million companies like Steve Jobs and like all of the, you know, scenarios that we've all heard before a million times. How many times did these people fail and go broke and like do all this stuff? Not that we're suggesting everybody go broke, but, you know, essentially, like, you have to fail forward in this. But if you continue to show up every day, guys, like, I know I'm being repetitive, but you're going to look back and be like, holy crap, like, I have all these people. Like, I had a coach fly from Wisconsin. I've never met her before in my life, and I love her to death. I never met her in my life, and she flew to Wisconsin. From Wisconsin to Summit. It's the first time I ever met her. Whole life changed forever. If I would have given up when I got hard, she wouldn't have been there. If I would have given up when I got hard, I wouldn't be living in this one's house. We're like the Bobbsey twins. But, like, you just don't know. But you just have to believe and keep going. And that's the end of my rant.
Awesome. Yeah. So they said some really, really important and powerful stuff. You know, it's so important that you guys all understand that you all have what it takes to make it. It's just about consistency, being resourceful, not giving up. You know, like Britt said, like, you have to keep showing up, even though times might get tough. You might feel like giving up sometimes, but like, what you will get out of this will be so like beyond your wildest dreams. And the cool thing is you can make this whatever you want it to be. Like you can be who you want to be. Be confident in the gifts that God has given you that you have to offer other people. Your strengths are what is going to attract other people to you. And we all have different strengths. So don't try and compare yourself to other coaches, to other people. Comparison is like the worst possible thing ever. Comparison will steal your joy. Comparison will rip you off from your true destiny. Don't do it. Just refuse to do it. Delete people, get out of groups. If you're finding yourself comparing yourself, like I kid you not, that's like, I had to do that. I'm not gonna lie. I even had to stop following certain people on Facebook because I could not, hold on, we're gonna embarrass my sister really quick. Do you see it? Why aren't you on our team call, Missy?
Because we just ate dinner.
All right, bad excuse. Talk to you later. Don't be like her. I'm kidding. Eat dinner before our call or eat it on our call. Okay, sorry, I had to embarrass her. She was supposed to be at Summit and couldn't come. But anyways, so guys, like, I don't want you ever to feel like you're not good enough. Like this, and I know this is like one of my, like, I talk about all the time because you're perfect. You're good enough. Like, you have everything you need right now to succeed. Everything. You don't have to lose another pound. You don't have to learn one more Instagram, thing or one more social media thing. Like, you're good the way you are. So don't use that as an excuse. You need to cut all the excuses out. Tell yourself, if you have to wake up every single day, tell yourself, I am good enough. I am successful. I will do this. I will help 50 people's lives by the end of this year. Speak truth into your life. When you speak it, when you believe it, it will happen. The same thing like Brittany said last year. Last year was my first year too. And I saw people walking across that stage and I said, I'm going to walk across as an elite coach next year. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I had about, 4 months to do it or 5 months to do it. But I said, I'm going to do it. And I did it. Doesn't mean it was easy. I had to work my tail off for it. But it created that vision in my head. And then I put an elite band on my dresser. And every time I walked by my dresser or I got changed, I looked at it. I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And on the days that I didn't feel like doing it, I did it anyways. Yeah, there's Brits. I sent those out to some people. If you're looking to be an elite coach, I'll send you one. You need a visual. Even if you write it on your whiteboard. See, yeah, there's Kyle's. Yeah, if you write it on your whiteboard, like plaster it everywhere. I am going to be making this amount of money. I am going to help this amount of people. Whatever it is, get it in your brain, visualize it, and speak it because you can do it. You're totally capable. The people that are up there walking on stage are normal, everyday people that have just chosen to do it and not make excuses. So be confident in who you are and lead with that. Know what your strengths are. Figure out what your strengths are and lead with that. Also, guys, I want you to, Britt and I touched on it, like be your own boss. I know, especially even as a new coach, I think maybe as a new coach, it's even harder because you feel like you have to do everything and you feel like you have to be tied to your phone and like, oh my gosh, this person responded quick. I got to get back to him. It's like, oh my gosh, no, like slow down. Create hours for yourself. Tell yourself, okay, I'm going to work this time in the morning and this time at night. Let your spouse know. Make sure that's okay. Talk about it. Don't feel like if you have 10 messages on your phone that you have to get back to them the second you get them. Because you don't. You're your own boss. Don't let other people run your life. Don't let it happen. Run your own life on your own terms, and everything will fall into place. So, set those boundaries, set those hours, and then I want you to set your goals. So I think what we're going to do is over the next 2 weeks or so, I'm going to set up a vision board party. And so we will have a event where we will go live like this and we will create vision boards together because this is something really fun. I wish we could do it actually in person, but it helps you to think long term as well as short term as well as just every area of your life because maybe you need a new car, maybe you want a new car, maybe you are looking to move, maybe you are looking to graduate, or you have you want to go on a vacation. These are all things that need to be on your vision board. It's not just based on this business. Everybody needs to have a vision because if you don't have a vision, you can't have a mission. If you don't have a mission, you're never going anywhere. So we need to create this vision for ourselves, okay? And so I want us to get on a call live. We can, we'll prepare for it. I'll let you guys know when it is so you guys can get a board and, magazines or however you want to do it. That's how I usually do it. We cut out little things from magazines or print out words and stick them on a board. It depends how creative you are. They don't have to be pretty. You can even write it on a dry eraser, but I don't want it to be erased. So this is something that you're going to keep in front of you daily and that you're going to look at and that you are going to envision. And when you look at it, you're going to put yourself in that place right now, even though you might not be there. And this is going to create something in you that's going to stir up that fire, that adrenaline that's going to push you through and make it actually come to fruition. So keep an eye out for that. We'll be doing our vision boards, like I said, over the next 2 weeks. I am getting organized and I will let you know beforehand so you guys can prepare. So I think that's all we got. Is there anything else you guys want to add? Coaches that were there? No? Okay, coaches who weren't there. like I said, keep an eye out for the summit recap that will be going up online. Also, I suggest watching the national or listening to the national wake-up calls. That's also going to be a plethora of information there. But do any of you have immediate questions?
I don't have a question, but I set up a TeamZ training for Thursday the 4th if anyone's interested.
Perfect.
It's at 9 o'clock. It'll be a Zoom call. I'll post the link in our team group if anybody, because I started using it and I absolutely love it. So I thought it would be beneficial to the team for anyone who's not using it to learn how to use it.
Yes, that would be perfect, Amanda. That'd be awesome. Also, I forgot to mention the coaching, oh my gosh, the apprenticeship will start on Monday. So any new coaches that haven't been through the coaching program yet, learning all about, like, as a new coach, what to do, how to start, that's going to start on Monday. So be looking out. I'm going to post like all of these different groups that are coming up in our team page, and then just click on it and then I'll add you to it. Okay. Any other questions, comments, concerns?
What time's the sneak peek on Thursday again?
9.
9 o'clock. Oh, it's the same time as the TeamZ thing. Okay.
That's cute. Well, okay, let's see. We could do 8.
Yeah, I mean, I'm unfortunately at work. I'm going to have to watch the recording either way. So.
Okay. Well, shoot it over on the. So it is recorded too.
I was going to record it on my computer.
Oh.
I don't know how yet, but apparently you can do it.
You could do a Zoom call, and
Well, that's how it is. But can I record it from my side? Because it's coming from them. They're hosting it. Can I record it and still see it? That's the question.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna try to like set up my iPad like up against my laptop at work and like let it record like as it went.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then I could post it to our page for anyone else who is interested.
Yeah, that's how I would do it probably, because I don't know how you would. I was going to say you could do a screen share, but if it's on Zoom, it probably won't open up another Zoom.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll keep ours at 9, unless for whatever reason, if we decide to move it to 8 for the TeamZ call. If we have a bunch of people interested, we can do that. And then if you can record it, that would be fantastic. And then we could post it in our group. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful.
Hey, Stephanie asked about what TeamZ is. TeamZ helps you helps you with your contacts and who you invite and how you follow up people. This keeps you more organized if you're a person who likes to do things on a computer. I know some people are pen and paper people. I've done the free trial TeamZ and I really enjoyed it. So I think it's worth it. So get on, if you could, Stephanie, get on that call. And they give you a free 30-day trial. So
yeah, it's $29.99 a month after the free trial, but after using it now, they gave me a second free trial and I'm like in love with it. So I think I'm actually gonna pay for it. So
yeah, I mean, I need organization. So did I say
we usually give you a code to get it for $24.99. That's what I got.
Hey, $5 a month is $5 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, awesome, guys. Thank you so much for jumping on. I will post the recording in our group. Like I said, stay tuned for the other program or the other groups that will be popping up to get added into. All right, guys. All righty, I will see you later. And remember, these are always at 9 on Tuesdays. So keep it in your calendars. And I don't care if you have kids like running, jumping around. Usually I do. So, we work with what we got, right? You can eat dinner on a call. I'll make sure to tell my sister that. So, all right, guys, have a good night.